A UN independent expert has warned that the effects of radical and related intolerance and xenophobia are toxic and becoming increasingly widespread around the globe.
If not controlled, it could all lead to extreme violent actions. The UN Special Rapporteur on Racism made the statement after presenting 2 reports to the Human Rights Council in Geneva.
She had a clear warning in a report to the Human Rights Council that racist and xenophobic ideologies based on ethno-nationalism regularly combine with national security fears and economic anxiety to violate the human rights of non-citizens, indigenous peoples and minorities.
The effects of ethno-nationalism are toxic and they are widespread. And we're living at a time when ethno-nationalist ideologies are being mainstreamed. And so you'll see in the media, you'll see in public discourse, it's become very comfortable and acceptable to say that a particular nation is only for a particular racial group or for a particular religion. And that kind of discourse is completely unacceptable from a human rights perspective, and the effects are extreme. You know, you have people who are being killed. You can think about the Rohingya people who are displaced and experience torture and killings all on account of ethno-nationalists.
The Special Rapporteur applauded those courageous states and other actors within the UN system that have publicly condemned instances of extreme xenophobic ethno-nationalism, but also warned that too many states remain silent in the face of explicit xenophobia and racism, even when confronted by it at the highest levels of political office. US President Donald Trump has used particularly pointed language in describing immigrants trying to enter the United States, while the rise of European populism has seen political systems shift more to the far right.
States need to take a much firmer stance against racial discrimination, ethnic discrimination, religious discrimination in the case of non-citizens who are in their countries, who are approaching their countries. Speak out against hate, dismantle the structures that are doing the work of discrimination, and you know, in the context of national security and especially economic anxieties as well, states must be very careful to ensure that they're upholding their commitments to racial equality.
Her report also highlighted escalating inequality and a direct link between increased economic disparities and the rise of xenophobic and populist parties around the world. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.